Lots of cheering here in the room. Big hugs. Sunny William coming through in her blue flight suit. Oh.
And followed shortly behind by Commander of Starliner, Butch Wilmore, now back on the space station, the third visit for both astronauts and the first crewed flight test of the Starliner spacecraft.
Butch, Sunny, we are glad to see them all here in International Space Station, and we want to congratulate the whole team in different mission control center for launch, for docking, and of the end we are very happy.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we are thrilled as well. I'm not sure we could have gotten a better welcome. I mean, we had music, we had Matt was dancing. It was great.
Let's go forward into Starliner, where there was a little bit of action the other day. So I'm going to lead you down through the PMA 2 into Starliner. All right, going in through the IDA, the docking adapter, and then into the spacecraft. Here we are. Looks like a lot of bags, because there's a lot of packing, and also this big orange thing, which is our ventilation that we get from the space station while we are docked to the space station.
It looks probably a little cramped, and it's actually fairly roomy for just Sunny and myself, with just the two of us. Obviously, you don't need a large cockpit, so it's actually sized perfectly for us as far as for controlling the spacecraft. And of course, all this other area down here earlier where you saw the baggage and whatnot is where the other couple of crew members would be for the next time the Starliner flies. Star 1 mission, there'll be 2 crew members down here.
Awesome. Awesome, and thank you so much for paying attention. Thank you for being with us, and Butch and I are, again, so honored to be part of this crew.
1, 2, 3, 4.
NASA has decided that Butch and Sunny will return with Crew 9 next February, and that Starliner will return uncrewed.
Associate Administrator Jim Free, Associate Administrator for Space Operations Ken Bowerstocks.
In the vicinity of the landing site. Again, this is a view from a little lower than the WB-57.
Touchdown. Starliner is back on Earth.
And I think, you know, from a human perspective, all of us feel happy about the successful landing, but then there's a piece of us, all of us, that we wish it would have been the way we had planned it. We had planned to have the mission land with Butch and Sunny on board. I think there's, depending on who you are on the team, different emotions associated with that.
For Steve Stitch, if a crew had been on board the spacecraft tonight, would anything...
Obviously, when you have an issues like we've had, there's some changes that need to be made. Boeing's on board with that. We're all on board with that. And I can tell you, when you push the edge of the envelope again and you do things with spacecraft that have never been done before, just like Starliner, you're going to find some things. And in this case, we found some things that we just could not get comfortable with putting us back in the Starliner when we had other options.
Sunset. So they are now in an orbital nighttime, flying about 260 away.
Copy, hatch open.
Freedom arriving!
The bell has been rung. Alexander Gorbanov, the first through of Crew 9, being welcomed by Expedition 72. Next up is Crew 9 Commander Nick Hague.
Welcome to the International Space Station. And Nick, welcome back home to the International Space Station. It's great to be here with bringing the 72 back up to 11.
Commander Matt Dominic as she gets suited up in her seat, ready for undock. And mission control to our teams in Hawthorne, Jesse and Sandra. Back over.
Greetings from the International Space Station. Our crew up here just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving.